connector with of the pod, bruh. We just saw Anthony AJ Joshua take a defeat. We know that last time we saw Deontay the Bronze Bomber Wilder in the ring, that he was tasting defeat to Tyson Fury yet again. But now, years ago, it was a lot of rumblings about AJ versus Wilder. Unfortunately, they couldn't come to an agreement. The fight never happened at that point. In comes Tyson Fury out of nowhere back then. Wilder gives him a shot. The rest is history. They have their trilogy. Now here we are with both of those fighters coming off losses in their career, bruh. So now a lot of people still would love to see that fight. Still would be an excellent fight. Make no bones about it, man. We talked about this on the last pod. Just because Wilder lost to Fury, the game has been missing Deontay Wilder, right? And they want to see Wilder back in the ring. Same thing with AJ. Even though AJ lost to Usyk, there's a lot of fans that still want to see AJ in the ring. So connect the whip, bruh. Now is the time for Wilder and Joshua to make a bout with each other. Connect the whip.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think if they don't, we might miss out on this altogether. And I think this is a great opportunity. I think fans of both, there's been too much jaw jacking. I think that they both are tremendous talents and they both are mega men. I think both have great fan bases and it would do numbers. I just think they'll be leaving a lot on the table to not put their pride aside and let this happen. I know there's egos involved, but I mean it's too much money to leave on the table, man.
Right.
They're both coming out, like I say, coming off losses, consecutive losses for the first time in their career. And whichever man wins, man, that'll be a huge dub for them. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is the time, personally. We know, shout out to Wilder, shout out to Team Wilder, shout out to the whole Bomb Squad, man. We got them coming back on October the 15th in the Barclays, the BK. So
get Robert Helenius.
Matter of fact, and they're talking about an AJ Joshua fight, him fighting Otto
Wallin.
So we'll see, man. I think that the top of next year, man, sometime the first quarter, if not late this year, not worrying about Otto Wilder, because that'll be
right.
I mean, really, why take that chance?
Yeah. hey, bro, I agree with you, man. It's a connect for me too. I think this is the time for them to make that fight, bro. And to quote the great Lennox Lewis, man, who also said even after the AJ loss, he said, look, man, in the heavyweight division, man, losses happen. Sometimes you're not better than some people, but bruh, there is always great fights to be made at heavyweight, especially. So AJ don't need to hang his head. Wilder, we know Wilder's not hanging his head, but AJ don't need to hang his head, bro. And these two could still get in the ring and make a excellent bout that would entertain the fans. Because one thing we get away from, man, and we talked about Mayweather a little bit. Everybody always chasing the Mayweather way, but Mayweather, especially, he's different in his own way. But people got to stop acting like an undefeated record really matters at the end of the day. At the end of the day, bro, the undefeated record doesn't matter. Boxing, when it's all said and done, it's entertainment. It is absolutely entertainment at the end of the day. And fans will always pay their hard-earned money to see a fighter who they see invested in their craft and invested in boxing, who they know is going to put in the work and put on a great show. So I agree, bro. I think those two should go ahead and get it on, man. And we'll see if we see that in 2023, if they finally sit down and make a mega bout. Of course, bro, it'd have to happen in the UK for sure. Wilder would have to take a trip across the pond, but that's a major bout over in the UK.
It'll be 100,000 waiting to see it.
Right. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely, man. And with that said, bro, let's